I'd like to answer a comment. It says, why should I leave my identity to God, an unknown thing, imagined by other humans from another era? And then it says, who are you, young girl, to guarantee such adulations? Adulations. So, why should I leave my identity? Because we're talking about your identity. Why should I leave my identity to God, an unknown thing? Your identity is not the identity that you hold here in this lowercase reality. This is not your true identity. This is not your true self. Because it says that you are actually seated at the right-hand side of God. You are in God. Your true identity is oneness and unity in God. That's your spirit. But we don't realize that because the soul that is in this body, our mind, will, and emotions, is not yet fully come into conscious awareness, awakening into God's mind, will, and emotions. What you're saying is, why should I leave my identity? Why should I cling on to something that I do not know or haven't awakened to? Unless you go within and connect to God, to yourself, you will not know any of these things. So you have to believe first that it's true, that you are in the Father and in God. Many may not want to leave this reality because they've put so much of their identity into a job, into acquiring a position in this life, or becoming somebody, or gaining things, or having status. They've put so much effort into this identity, but they forget that they're not going to live. This is not their eternal place. They're not going to live here forever. You know, why store up stuff? Why put so much into it that it's a fleeting thing? You can't take it with you. Yes, for a time, a person may seem, wow, they have this position and other people respect them and other people look up to them because they have wealth or because they have some kind of status. But none of that carries over into who you truly are, your hidden identity. But none of it is going to go with that person. It's not going to count for anything. Why should I leave my identity to God? Your identity is already hidden in God. You're just choosing to see that. You're just choosing to connect with that. And God is not an unknown thing imagined by other humans from another era. Unless a person experiences God within, they won't be able to know Him. God has to be experienced. It's not a matter of going to church every Sunday for the rest of your life. You can read as many books as you want. You can learn about what enlightenment is and what oneness is, but unless you go within and start to connect to realizing that truth, it's just a learning. It's just a knowledge. It's still just a theory. Unless it becomes real for you and something that you've discovered by going within. God cannot be known just through religion. That's just an act of, doing some stuff. To know God is to experience Him. And you can only experience Him when you go within, when you connect with God that is within you, for the kingdom is within you. When you leave the world behind for His sake, then you will know Him. And then you will not be able to say things like an unknown God imagined by other humans from another era. There are so many people, speaking of other eras, cultures. Even within those religions, there are people that have found God. So it doesn't matter on the outside what religion it is, because you can still find God if you're truly led. Just because you're born into a certain religion, just because you're born into a certain culture, doesn't mean you can't find God. You can find God anywhere because God is everywhere. But it's the condition of your heart. Are you surrendering? Are you wanting to know the truth? Are you desiring? Are you desperate to find out the truth, whether God is real or not, or is just an imagined, unknown thing? People from different religions and cultures have found God. And what does that look like? That looks like my Lord, my beloved, whom I love, whom I adore, and whom I have felt the love of in return within me. That's knowing God. It doesn't matter if there's some pagan tribe in the forests of Papua New Guinea or wherever they are. If you want to know the truth, you will find the truth. And then you will see that God is not just an imagined unknown thing. Then you will feel the love of God, and you will know the love of God. And no amount of becoming theologically intelligent by reading many books is going to get you there. People can learn those things for the rest of their lives, and yet they will still not know God or know the Spirit of God, the Holy Spirit. There is one truth. There is one truth, and all will return to that truth. At the end, every knee, and every knee now is bowing to that truth, is saying, yes, this is the truth. This is the truth that I know within me, that I've experienced, that I've realized, because the truth is realized within you. Who are you, young girl, to guarantee such adulations? Adulations. Who are you? I am someone that has let go of this reality. I have someone that has been desperate enough, bold enough, can I say courageous enough, repentant enough, desiring the truth enough to want to go find it, to go on that inward spiritual journey. And there I've known the love of God. There I've heard His voice. There I've felt His glory. I've learned things. I've realized things, seen things, experienced Him. How can I guarantee such things that I speak? Because like I said, when you go within, your eyes open and you will see. You will see the truth. You will see from a higher perspective. You will see from God's vantage point. You will see from truth. I'm not perfect. I'm still learning. By the way, thank you for saying that I'm a young girl. But I can guarantee it, because when you surrender self, lowercase self, enough so that ego is no longer in the way of you seeing something, or the lens through which you see something, or the interpretation from which something is seen, when ego is no longer in the way because of surrender and humility and letting go of your life, of who you think you are, what you think this life is, or the idea, or I'm going to get this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to become this, or your status. When you let go, then you start to see. And when I see from his vantage point, from truth, it is not only for me. I have read many others that have gone on the inward path journey to know that what I see and experience is not just through my ego or through my own vain imagination, but it is the same thing that others that have reached God's consciousness, Christ consciousness, higher consciousness, come into their spirit consciousness and merge that consciousness here in this soul and become one with it. There have many been that have gone through this, and in the Bible there have many also been. So thank you for your comment, and God bless you, beloved.